Today we're diving into a dish that's just as delicious as it is easy to make. Restaurant quality beef and broccoli from your kitchen. Grab your aprons and let's get cooking. We're starting with the twist using quinoa instead of rice for a healthier touch. First, rinse and measure out 1 1/4 cups of quinoa. I'm swapping out water with 2 1/2 cups of chicken broth for additional flavor. Pop it in the rice cooker and let it do its magic. This recipe is all about simplicity, something you can make any given night of the week, but still full of flavor. Step 2, marinating the steak. Next up, our star protein, the steak. You can choose flank, skirt, or whatever you fancy. I've got pre-sliced stir-fry steak for convenience. So it's already thinly sliced for me, so I didn't have to take the time to slice it up. And the cost was equivalent to if I just bought a steak and sliced it myself, so I just saved myself some time. For our steak marinade, our secret ingredient is baking soda. I've never heard of it before, but it's called velveting. Sounds kind of weird. I'm velveting my steak. Seems to be popular in Asian dishes to tenderize your steak. The more you know. We'll also add cornstarch, pepper, garlic, freshly grated ginger. Next time, I'm just going to use the ginger paste and low sodium soy sauce. The ginger and the soy sauce smell so good. Mix it all up. Make sure you get every piece of steak thoroughly covered. Let it soak, let it rest, and set it aside. Of course, you can do this in a Ziploc bag also. Segment 3, sauce creation. Now let's make our sauce. We'll need beef broth, a little brown sugar to balance out the soy sauce, but this is optional if you're avoiding sugar. More soy sauce, this time the real stuff for the extra saltiness, pepper, sesame seed oil, and garlic chili sauce for a little kick. Let's mix that up. Mix it up. To make sure we get a smooth, thicker sauce, we're gonna mix more beef broth and cornstarch separately to make a slurry. If you try to add cornstarch to a liquid in a pan, sometimes you'll get clumps, not what we want, but if you mix it beforehand, then we don't get that. Remember, you can find the full recipe at AuntieAlicia'sKitchen.com. Right on time, our quinoa is done. Segment 4, cooking the dish. We're gonna start with steaming the broccoli. Add a little water and heat up the pan. Doing a little happy dance in here. I'm gonna throw my broccoli in here. Once it's hot, add the broccoli and put the lid on. The reason you steam for a short time is you don't want mushy broccoli, but we don't want crunchy broccoli either. You're going to cook it for about 5 minutes or until the water is all gone, and the broccoli should be nice and bright green like this. Now here's the fun part. Add oil in the same pan and get it nice and hot. Oftentimes people use a wok, but I don't have a wok and this pan has been working great. Wok, 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 wok. I cracked myself up. Comment below, do you have a wok? And if so, do you wok, 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 wok? Think it makes a difference? We're gonna cook the steak in batches to get that perfect sear. If we add too much at a time, the pan cools down and then we get more steamed steak than seared steak. Now add minced garlic and more ginger and toast it up a bit. The smells are next level. And add the second batch of steak. Once this batch is almost done, we add our sauce, the broth and soy sauce mixture, followed by the cornstarch slurry. As it thickens, reintroduce the broccoli. We're simmering everything to perfection, marrying those flavors on medium heat just for a minute or two. And there you have it, beef and broccoli with quinoa. It's protein packed, it's delicious, tender steak, perfectly cooked broccoli, and delicious quinoa. Beef and broccoli with quinoa. Thank you for joining me in the kitchen today where we turn simple ingredients into a masterpiece. Be sure to subscribe for more delicious recipes. Until next time, happy cooking.